I'm back. Let me see if I can sit down. All right. Good afternoon. Let me sit down for a second. All right, good afternoon. Just waiting for a few more people. If I'm echoing, can you please tell me? I don't know. I think I hear a little echo. See if I can turn this down over here. Well, I came on here after I recorded this yesterday. I didn't like how it looked. So I said I was going to come back on today. Can you hear me? Do I hear an echo? I don't know. Let me see. Let me mute this one. Hello? Hello? I don't know. I still hear an echo. Let me fix this. I hope that helps. All right. So good afternoon. I come back on from yesterday. I tried to do this last night, but when I went back to look at the video, it was real sketchy. Even with this here. All right, let me say hello again. Hello? Can you hear me? Now I don't think nobody can hear me now. Let's see. Hello? Hello? This. Mute this. Hello? All right. If I'm echoing, can you please let me know? I appreciate it. So yesterday I came on late because I wanted to show, like, I do rhinestones all the time, but I never do them for t-shirts. Like I don't make the templates or nothing like that. I will always have to go like buy a template or something like that, but not actually make a t-shirt myself. So I went on Creative Fabrica just for a test, and because I wanted to test my machines out. And um, I did it on two machines. I did it on Cricut and I did it on Silhouette Studio. And I just come on here to talk about which one was my favorite and what I had the hardest part with. So I tested it on Cameo. Cameo was fine. I don't know too much about Rhinestone flock, but it got like a real sticky back into it. I don't know, for some reason this still sound like I'm echoing. Hello? Well, I guess it's just me. So the rhinestone flock got like a real sticky back to it. And so I was kind of nervous because every time I was like taking the rhinestones off of the pad that I had, the mat, it was like a lot of rhinestones that was sticking. So I had to like go and like watch a couple of videos on here, do a little bit of research. Everybody has some different settings, but I did find a setting in Silhouette Studio that was okay. So after I went on Silhouette Studio, I did it on Cricut. Now, only thing about the Cricut design space is that I did not see a setting for rhinestone flock. So I had to play around with these settings for a second, and I ended up finding a cardstock. It was like cardstock insert cut or something. It wasn't just a regular cardstock setting. It had cardstock, and it was like something was highlighted in parentheses, and then I went back and I did that. So after I cut it on Cricut, I noticed that all the dots stayed on the mat versus when I was doing it in Cameo. So that was fun. After I learned the settings for that, the hardest part was the tape. I'm gonna show you the masking tape. So this was the hardest part. It was the tape. So it got to be some type of technique that you use for the rhinestones don't move. Like even though it's inside of the mat, when you put your tape over the rhinestones, they kept shifting. So this morning I went back to the shirt here, the one that says love, and I added a couple more rhinestones. Like I try to fix the rhinestones that was like not positioned right. And so I went back and I heat pressed it a little bit with um the extra rhinestones that I put in I saw some that was missing. But I really wanted to learn how to do rhinestone t-shirts because I wanted to do it with my sublimation. So I'm gonna try that tonight. I'm gonna try to do a shirt with sublimation and see how it turned out with rhinestones. And then Mother's Day is coming, and I wanted to make my mom something. She been asking me to make her a hoodie, so I'm gonna make my mom a hoodie, and I'm gonna see how that turned out. So I end up making, even though I got a design off of Creative Fabrica, I end up making my own template. Now I did two test cuts see. And so this is my test cuts here. And then I'm actually going to the store because now I know that you need some type of board for back here. So these is my test cuts. So these two is my first cuts with I'm doing the rhinestone template. So I did these two hearts. They came out fine. I noticed when you're doing rhinestone templates, when you designing them, you can't have them real close. I ran into a few problems when I was doing one of my templates. When it got done cutting, it kind of like ripped, like the rhinestones holes was like ripped. And that's because I went back and when I looked at the computer, I had them really, really too close. So these is my first two cuts. And then I typed this word out. So I did one here that you see on the shirt over there. So I did this in Cameo. So I did these in Cameo. And then I did, let me see. Because I saved the one that was messed up because I wanted to show something. Okay. So this is the design that I got off of Creative Fabrica. This is the one that's on the orange shirt over there, yellow shirt. So this says faith over fear. Now, I had something that happened twice. So this template here, I did, even though I only did a rhinestone template once, but I had to reposition all of my rhinestones again because of the tape issue. So yesterday when I did this template, I got all the way finished, went to go put my tape on, and the tape was all over the place. I mean, the rhinestones was all over the place. So I did something different this time. I actually like try to fit the template back over the tape or back over the template. And then I just took like my rhinestone pen and I pushed the rhinestones back in the holes to line them back up. So there's some type of technique that you have to put that tape on. I'm not too good at it yet. Like I said, I just started doing the templates. So I'm gonna practice more with I'm gonna take my old template and I'm gonna just practice the one that's messed up. I'm gonna take my old template and then I'm going to do it that way. But I had to reposition my rhinestones and that shirt came out okay. So this is from not Cricket. This is from Creative Fabrica. This design I didn't make this, but I did make this one. I followed this lady I think her name is Kathy. I hope I ain't butchering her name because I wanted to learn how to do the ombre effect. And she had a really good video. So this is the one I just wrote out myself. This is not something I bought or purchased. I just put Boss Mom. So this is going to go around my rhinestones that I got for the middle. Like I said, I'm really proud of myself for this because I've been wanting to do this, but I just never got around to it. So this is the perimeter that goes around the word. It says Boss Mom. And let's see. This is okay. This is the front of the template. This is the top of the template because I'm gonna have two different colors. So this is the first half of it. And then this is the second half. Uh-oh. See, I put some little ghetto fixing on here. I gotta go get me a regular backing holder. And this is the bottom part. So it's gonna say Boss Mom. And I'm gonna do this in a different color, but I don't know what color I'm gonna do yet. Let me see. One is this one? One of these, I have another one of these, and it didn't I think it's the first one that I just showed. I think it's this one. And I got on glasses and I can't see right. Oh, yep, it's this one. So let me put the cover back on this one. This is the one that I had the rhinestones extremely too close and it kind of ripped at the top. So this is the one I'm going to just use for practice to try to work on how to place rhinestones on when I get extra rhinestones. And this is the one that I recut. And after I moved and fixed the rhinestones, it came out good. So when I went to go do the love, I had to take that whole entire template apart. I mean, after with the rhinestones on, I had to peel the rhinestones off and re-put the tape back on because I was unaware that you have to do a certain technique when you're doing that tape. So I redid it over and it came out okay. For my first time, I think I did okay. So I'm going to do a sublimation shirt. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is, now I fixed it this morning. I went back and this area right here was like really, really hard looking. So I went back in and I took my masking tape. I put some rhinestones in and I, try to reposition them a little bit. But this is how it came out. This is my first attempt with this here. I hope that don't fall. Uh-oh. And then I did this shirt. It's called the Faith Over Fear shirt. So I just did the front with this. This came out nice. Now, after I went back and did the technique that I learned about when you placing that tape, you got to put those rhinestones, like you got to take a push pin. If your rhinestones shift, you have to take a pin and kind of like push them back in place. But this one I like to. So I'm excited about this. I can't wait to try on sublimation and see what it turned out, how it turned out. And then I also got this little heat press. And then I'm going to try on the hat maybe sometime in the future, but not right now. But I am overall happy. What I like about this rhinestone templates, it looked like you could use them over and over again. Let me see, put this back in the middle. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you can use these templates over and over again. So I'm gonna have to do some research on what kind of folder or holding that people use to this keep them nice to preserve them. That's what I'm trying to say. So Mother's Day coming around. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this hoodie for my mom, and I can't wait to see how it come out because she like a lot of colors. So I'm going. I don't know what kind of color that she wants. I mean, I don't know what kind of color I'm gonna get, but I know one of the colors is gonna have to have something with orange in it because she like orange. Okay. So I'm going to come back on when I try the sublimation and see how that turns out. So this is just me getting over my fear. I had a bucket list. Like I said, I had a bucket list of things that I wanted to try this year. I wanted to get out of my element of just the normal sublimation stuff, just the normal. I just wanted to get out of the normal basic sublimation, DTF and vinyl. I wanted to try something different. And I know how to bling tennis shoes. I know how to bling a tumbler. I know how to bling a coffee mug, but I never learned how to do a template. So I was happy to learn this. And I stayed up for like 3 days, not 3 days in a row, but I got up 3 days in a row to like learn and watch different videos on how to do this. Like I said, I was intimidated by rhinestones because it looked very tedious. But then I found a couple videos, and they have a whole rhinestone community, people who just do rhinestones. So I start following a couple people and watching. So I took all those people's technique and I kind of, learned, I kind of like applied it in my own way. Some like I'm a visual learner. Like you could tell me something 1,000 times and it won't click. But if I watch you actually do the steps and explain, those the kind of videos that gravitates my attention. I want to know why you doing it this way. Why are you moving it this way? What is so the one video, her name was what, I'm about to pull this lady name up because she was very helpful. Let me see. I have to pull her name up. Coretta, that's her name. Her name is Coretta Dangerfield. So she has a TikTok channel about rhinestones, but I wanted to learn the hardest way first. That's what's so crazy. I wanted to learn how to do the ombre effect because, like I said, I like colors. And so that's why I chose to do that method. But then I started watching a couple other people. Marilyn, her name was Marilyn. I watched Marilyn. And then I watched Delonda. And then from there, it just went on to following other people and seeing what they was doing. I actually bought some rhinestone supplies from a content creator on here, and I think her name, she sells the rhinestones, the ones that I'm getting ready to order, the baby's booty. So I ordered some supplies from her, and I got my supplies from her. So I want to tell her thank you. And then it was a couple other people, Craftable Things. I think that's the other website I went to. I mean, other videos I went to. So all of those people have something of value that helped me with my rhinestone process. Because I used to look at this and skip right over it. So that way, when I go do a vendor show or something, I have different options besides doing the same old stuff over and over again. So I am about to get off of here. I got to go to the store, get some supplies. When I come back later, I'm going to do sublimation with this, but it's not going to be a live. I need to master this first before I do any kind of live with the rhinestones. But I will show my results. So again, y'all have a good afternoon, and until later.